We're going to the and we're gonna pick up the and then I figure we'll go over and eat.
I'm good with that.
A little thicker than I thought. It's cold. No shit. I had to put gloves on. I thought I was just gonna ride over here. You see the steam coming out that seat where I'm sitting? My hiney is warm. Oh, you are sitting on eggs. I haven't seen this chicken in a long time, but she keeps adding an egg. There was 11 yesterday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Still only 11. Like as you were. I love this. The frost on the ground is frozen. Only for a few hours though. It'll be like 45 today. No eggs out here. The sheep are holding out in this little lean-to. I'm gonna put some straw in there. I'm gonna put a fence line across here and open that up so that the dogs can get fully around this. So this run will attach to this run so that little hands can't get into there. Not that it's really a problem. The dogs can still access it. This will just give them easier access. Raccoons and stuff. And then I'm going to divide this pin into 2 and that pin into 3, and then we can lock these birds up and keep them inside there. I'll probably chicken wire across here also. We might be too late for keeping some of them in because they already know freedom, but it'll work for a lot of them. Saw a guy on Marketplace, I think, had 100 of these. These are 6s, these are 4s. He had 100 of these for about half off, brand new bundle. And that's how I think I'm gonna start buying stuff in even larger bulk, even when we don't need it. It's not ever coming down in price, so like having extra wire and chicken wire and stuff on hand. You're never gonna look at that stuff and go, man, I wish I didn't have this. I moved most of these pumpkins a couple days ago, but some of them are really mushy like these. So while we're frozen, now's a good time to get this out of here. The dogs eat a little bit of it, but the sheep are really digging it. Hi, you want some pumpkin? You want some pumpkin? Pumpkin? Now you have pumpkin head. Hey. What's going on? What are you eating? You know what she's eating? You want to guess? She's eating poop. Chicken poop. I have another one of these dump trailers and I can't find it. I'm not sure where it went. We were over at the other building, the other property, and I didn't see it there, so I'm not sure what's happened to it. It's about a third of the way filled. It's real deep over there. It's not as deep here, but it's at least 6 feet deep because you can't see the pipe here now anymore, the drain. Ooh, this is frozen to the ground. There's still stuff growing in here, but it's frosted over. I'll bet it dies out now. Water sitting there frozen. These swales here, I had a couple hundred fodder trees here. I do not currently see a single fodder tree here. Blueberries, I need to look up how to thin those out. I wonder if deer came through here and eat these down, because I don't see, I've got these sticking here and these sticking here, but all the trees I planted, the grass grew up way taller than them. And then we had stuff grow up, like these are, I think these are crowder peas that grew up here. Started twining around these. We'll order up a bunch of more small trees These were taller trees, so they have longer root systems. As soon as they're available, we'll get a bunch of 12-inch trees, bring them in, and just start over. Or maybe it'll surprise us. I mean, maybe some of these trees are still growing. A bunch of this stuff grew in this year, which we've never seen before. Like there's a tree right there. It's doing really well. I guess there is some in here. These are 9 feet across. From the wall of this berm to this berm's 9. But with the hump here, it's not enough to get the lawnmower through to mow it. I think we're gonna actually push some of these down and space them 12 feet. That'll be easier in the future when we're coming in to cut these trees. Here's that tree we cut down in the firewood carrier video. This pond's not frozen, which surprises me. But this here has ice on top. This stuff, whatever this is, took over all over the place this year. And the sheep don't even seem to like eating it. Hi. Hi. I thought you'd like to chew these gloves up, wouldn't you? I think that I'm going to grab these one at a time and drag them over here. Yep, like I said, I think. I don't know, maybe. These are combo panels. What that means is you have big holes at the top, small holes at the bottom. These might be pig. I think they're combo. Close bars at the bottom keeps pigs from rooting through there, reaching their snouts through and starting to dig, if I remember correctly. Just lost them all. Every one of them. The second I don't close these dogs are out. Which isn't a real problem because they're still inside the other fencing. But we have people in and out of here. We got a couple of guys that are out right now, so if they open those gates and don't know the dogs are out, the potential is always there for them to get out to the road. See what a mess this is? I put wood chips here, but not over here yet. I need to set cages up for rabbits and get them off the ground here. There's no grass there. So we've built everything up here based off where these pens were and these kennels. But really, it's not set up the way I need it set up. We need to redo the orientation and layout of everything except this. Once you build permanent structures, you're going to work around the permanent structures. This rabbit hose, I forgot to drain it, so it was frozen, but I put it out here in the sun, and for the most part it's thawed. So I think I'll start over here and get some posts set. I'll go 1, 2, 3. So that'll really be 4. So I'll drive posts across here and then put a gate right here. Probably move this eventually. Broken glass, always broken glass. We haven't broken any glass out here. Kids used to come up here and party all the time. Zip tie. So I set a lot of T-posts when we first got the property. Most of where this pin is, I set a lot of these T-posts. Had a lot of T-posts out in the woods, and it's probably right about here where this goes downhill. It was very overgrown. I was setting fence posts to keep the goats in, and in a hurry, and didn't know really anything about setting T-posts. I'd set probably 100. and came up, glanced off of this, and the T-post setter reflected across my scalp and cut my head open, and I got 15 staples that day. I didn't know until maybe 6 months ago. Heard it on a video, I think. Look at this. Just random drywall screw out in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know this white here, that's your warning. That's your visual warning when you were raising this up that you're in danger territory when you see that. So now you know. So hopefully that never happens to you. Got little tender girl hands right now. I've not been setting lots of fence posts. That was very much out of line. I'm gonna have to run a chalk line or a string or something here. That is very much not where that pole needs to go. It needs to kick in almost to where that four-wheeler tire is probably. Or I don't know, maybe this goes here and then I don't kick it off of this post if I bring this into, that'll probably work a lot better. Although, who knows? Yeah, half-assing this. I need to go get a string. Yeah, need a string. Definitely something to show us what straight is. That would drive me crazy if I put that in there like that. So, all right, let's go find a string or at least a long tape measure. So as always, we have something and I can't find it. So I know that this is where this one needs to tie in, and I have another mark there. I need a straight line across here, and I don't have my 100-foot tape. I don't know where that's gone. It was a little reel one. And I don't have any like contractor layout string. So I have this extension cord, which somebody has cut the end off of. I can't even imagine why. But I think it's long enough to do this job. So while I'm at Lowe's today buying a real tape measure, 100-foot measure, and some contractor string, I will find a plug to put on here and we'll figure this out. So this is 50 feet from here to here. That cord stretches there and back and stops about this short. So I'm guessing we cut this off to use that pigtail on some piece of equipment to fix a cord on something. But it works pretty straight. This is what this fence here will look like. I'm going to put another one over here. So it basically divides this pin into 3 pins, and it's going to run from here to here. And I think that I want to put at least 6-foot gates in here so that I can get mower and tractor and stuff in here. I think this is a 6, it might be an 8, but I need to be able to at least get the skid steer in to move wood mulch in and out, and then the mower. In the summer, these things grow up pretty crazy, even though all these birds are in here. So that allows me to cut some of it down if we need to. And then I'll probably put doors through here also, so we can open these pins up and make it a big pin, or close them up and divide them as we need to. So I'll probably put 6 or 8 foot here, 6 or 8 foot there, 6 or 8 here, and then there's already one down there. So then we'll move this tower, probably set that tower over here, maybe right here, so that we can fill it off of a downspout off of this, and then we'll redo that door there and make it so that we can get the skid steer in, because right now I have to take a panel off of there, so we don't do it as often as I would if I had easy access. And then this pin here, probably take this one, divide this into 2 also, and then kick all of the ducks, leave all the ducks there, and then lock all the chickens down. That should give us access to all those duck eggs also. The chickens have to be eating them because the ducks don't have eggs. It's very rare that we see eggs. But every now and then one gets out and then makes a nest. So we know they're all laying. We just are losing the eggs to the chickens. So that's what this is all about. It's about collecting the harvest. Because if you're not getting a harvest, you just have a pet. Just over here grabbing more T-posts. There were no eggs here this morning, but I suspect, nope, no egg there now either. Just sitting there for nothing. However, chicken in the feed house, there was 11 eggs. When I was in there a few minutes ago, I noticed there is an extra egg now. There's 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. All right, let's go get some more cow panels. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not going to put the 5th pole in because I need to space it for the gate, and I'm going to need a couple of, I'm going to need a hand to move this because that other fence line needs to go right where that is. So that's about what they're going to look like. There'll be another one right here, and then over here we'll bust this one into 2, but I'll need a hand moving that coop. But what I can do is go ahead and get this line in here and open this up for the dogs. So once that's all teed in, I'll just grab some bolt cutters and cut this section right here out, or undo it, slide it down so it's doubled up over there so we don't have to cut a full panel. So if we ever need it back full, it's there, we can just slide it back out. Once you cut it, it's cut. If it's a little too long, you can just stagger it over the other side. We haven't done one of these in a while. Let's see how many zip ties I got today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and a piece, whatever that was, a hair, barrette, drywall screw, chunk of glass.